Okay guys, showcasing here the Samsung Odyssey G8 OLED 34-inch QD-OLED ultra-wide monitor. Buy this awesome monitor at under $1,000 anywhere you live across the world. You won't be disappointed. Hi friends and welcome to Viktors Reality. In my previous video, I did showcase HDR on the PlayStation 5 in 16:9 mode on this awesome monitor, and that did look outstanding. And soon I'll bring you a part 2 of that video. But here we have the PC at 21:9, which truly takes advantage of this ultra-wide format on this specific monitor. I wanted to show you a couple of games and talk to you a bit about my time with this amazing monitor versus the Odyssey OLED G9, which we all know has a QD-OLED 2023 panel, which is version 2. This OLED G8 is version 1. But to be honest, from 16:9 to 21:9, that is a major leap. It may be a big difference to many people, as it's going to be your first time trying out an ultra-wide format. But jumping to a 32:9 on the OLED G9 is really drastic. And like I've said before, it's an amazing monitor, but it's for a specific type of person. A person who wants to experience 32:9 content, to multitask, because that G9 is brighter than this G8 in 16:9 and 21:9. If you're a person that wants the latest and greatest in QD-OLED monitor technology, at least in 16:9 and 21:9, the OLED G9 is your best bet. When I test in 16:9 on the OLED G9 versus the OLED G8, with the same settings in HDR mode, in 16:9, even in certain situations, the OLED G9, it's about 100 to 150 nits brighter in HDR mode on the same settings. If you want the latest and greatest in the 16:9 and 21:9 format, currently the OLED G9 is the best of the best. It has much more brightness and way more impactful. But that's if you want the latest, greatest in brightness technology on QD-OLED. But with all that brightness, we do run the risk of burn-in. Now, even though the V2 on the G9 has 2 times the durability, according to Samsung, are you willing to take that chance on that expensive monitor? It's a tough call, guys. I would say if you're a person that's going to run this 10 hours a day at full brightness on a static image, you're crazy. In my situation, I usually edit and game around 4 to 5 hours a day. I don't use this for work, so I have no issues whatsoever running this at full brightness. Again, on my Alienware, I have not had any problems running at full brightness all the time. I would say about 5 hours-ish every single day. No issues whatsoever, so I'm not afraid of burn-in. And again, if you have doubt in that burn-in situation, do not look at any OLED monitor on the planet today. Don't do it, because nothing will ever satisfy you. I get this comment a lot. Enjoy your burn-in. That's going to cause burn-in. You know what I'm talking about. With the pixel refresh, and if you monitor your usage, and you're not playing specifically static games, you should have no issues whatsoever. No technology is immune to situations that may degrade the picture. I mean, mini LED has its blooming problems. VA and IPS with no zones don't have that contrast impact. But what you're seeing here is the fastest, brightest, clearest, and smartest monitor in the gaming market. You can always go from 16:9 to 21:9, from the PC to consoles to smart TV. It gives you so many options, all while having that sleek, slim, elegant design. So what I'm trying to say is that if you're afraid of burn-in, image retention, don't get an OLED monitor regardless. But if you want to experience the best technology on a monitor, this G8 ultra-wide is the best of the best, at least on version 1 with this 21:9 format. Because this monitor has so many options that I actually use, and I'm sure you would too. If you're bored of using the PC, you can turn it off and use the smart features on the monitor itself. Samsung TV Plus, the cloud gaming apps. Trust me, those things come in clutch. You do use those things. It's awesome to have those options than not to. This monitor is so much more funner, and literally that's the word. I have so much fun on this monitor versus the Alienware counterpart. The Alienwares are beautiful, but they're dumb monitors. That's the whole point of why they make smart monitors. They connect to the internet and give you so many options. At the end of the day, I do prefer the OLED G8 versus my Alienware. And I never thought I was going to say that. I even made a video stating I wouldn't buy the OLED G8 because I don't need anything anymore. My Alienware is awesome and did everything I ever needed it to do. But seeing the awesome Odyssey design on this OLED G8, seeing that peak brightness option not updating to the new 1504 firmware in SDR does give it a win over the Alienware. And then seeing it versus the OLED G9 in HDR mode, the OLED G8 can hold its own. Friends, you've seen the games displayed here. Everything looks beautiful. Its pinpoint is crystal clear, it's super fast. And a safer buy would be the OLED G8 versus the OLED G9 because it's way cheaper and there's not that many games in that 32:9 format. Plus the monitor placement, where are you going to put it? Forza Horizon 5 looks amazing, but you gotta sit back a little bit. And before I get to the Asus PG27A QDM unboxing and first impressions, which I will judge the Asus on its own, I won't be comparing anything, not yet. But from what I can tell you, that QD-OLED technology on the G8, G9, and the Alienwares do look a lot nicer in the color department. The colors look deeper versus the LG or Asus WOLEDs. It's easily apparent, I can easily see it. So if you're considering which OLED monitor to get, this is it, friends. The OLED G8 is the safer buy versus the LG and Asus versus the G9 and has much more features versus the Alienwares that you will use. It's better to have that option than not. Now, this is not a conversation on the DW or DWF. The DWF is a better monitor than the DW as it has a 4K signal acceptance as the DW did not, so you can connect a smart device, say an Apple TV, to the Alienware to experience that look, just like the Samsung. But it doesn't have that peak SDR brightness option as the OLED G8. Of course, not updating to the 1504 firmware. So you gotta give and take, friends. I'm just mentioning the differences to help you make that awesome buying decision. I would buy the Odyssey OLED G8 every single time. Right now, this is my current favorite monitor in 16:9 and 21:9. I know we all want this size in a 32-inch at 4K. That's heaven. That's the true endgame monitor. Even a 27-inch, if they can keep the prices down. But a 32-inch QD-OLED V2 monitor, that's gonna be amazing. Okay guys, showcasing here the Samsung Odyssey G8 OLED 34-inch QD-OLED ultra-wide monitor. Buy this awesome monitor at under $1,000 anywhere you live across the world. You won't be disappointed, other than quality control, but that's a whole nother discussion. So friends, if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button so more people can see it to help them make that awesome buying decision. Consider subscribing if you want to see more information on this awesome amazing technology, QD-OLED. Thanks for watching, friends. Stay safe out there. I'll see you guys next time.